So this is purely for people who are school bus conversion nerds. I just want to say a little bit about the heating and cooling systems here on the bus. I mentioned in previous videos that there are 2 overhead air conditioner units, and those are piped up to the engine with Freon, or whatever the modern equivalent of Freon is, piped up to the engine compartment with these hoses. That'll be a joy to play with. Then there's also a bunch of heaters, a whole series of heaters. You got one heater here, another heater here, and a little heater back here for the guard who sat in back, and one over on the side. So you got 3 heaters, and they're actually tubed up to the antifreeze heat system heated by the engine, straight up. So you've got tubing running along the side here, and I was just removing these galvanized pieces of metal which protected that tubing. All of that tubing is full of coolant, and you can see it runs down here. I'll have to check out underneath the bus what's going on, but it'll run all the way up here to this heater, and then on up to the front of the bus and down here. I'm guessing I'm going to find where it connects up to the engine here, and I can put a loop in. One's going to be returns. One's going to be from the engine. One's going to be back to the engine, I think, and I'll be able to put a U in there. Anyway, that's just a look at the old heating system, which I think I'm going to decommission, maybe move around or something like that, but I'm at least not going to keep it in place for the rest of this renovation. So somebody asked me online about the toilet in the prison bus, and as I'm tearing up flooring and it's going kind of slow, I might as well tell you about the toilet. Check it out. It's in the back here, and it's a straight up, very kind of sleek. You can even put this in like a modern, loft apartment or whatever. It's like stainless steel. Let me get some light on this baby. Stainless steel commode. Cool, right? Flashy. Over here in the corner. And I've actually bleached this dude out quite a bit. You can see there's a little bit of rust down in here. I think the dudes, when they were like handcuffed and chained and taking a leak, sometimes missed the mark. So there's definitely some spillage. But do you notice anything weird about the toilet? There is no way to flush it. No way at all. And this won't freak you out. It's just a bowl in there. Water runs in through this port up here on the left, right up here, and water comes in the port to flush it. But dude, there's no handle anywhere back here. There's no handle because the prisoners were not allowed to flush the toilet. All right, so how did it work out? Here's the system on the prison bus for flushing the toilet. All right, there's a pump right here. And you can see the mice are kind of living in here, and they got some mouse nests and whatever. Anyway, it's just a straight up pump, little flow jet pump. And this would go from the water tank over to the toilet. Boom, flush. And then down into the black water tank, which still holds water. I just cleaned it out the other day, bleached it. All right, but how did this pump work? This was all covered with serious metal. Like this big thing covered this over so no one could tamper with it. But it's on, but it's also wired up, remote control, and the wires go up to the driver. Yep, the driver of the prison bus, the driver flushes the toilet with this knob here at the very bottom on the left. It's actually a little bit rusty. The driver flushes the toilet on the prison bus. How that worked out, I do not know. You know, would a dude from the back say, hey, I got one, you gotta flush it for me? Or maybe they had a little bell or something. Remember, there was another guard in the back here. So way back here on the left, there was another guard. Maybe the person on the toilet told the guard, I need a flush. The guard then picked up the phone, dialed the driver, hey, we need a flush back here, and the driver hit the button. So I don't know exactly how it worked, but the prison bus toilet was flush by remote control. Alright, well I got 2 more sheets of plywood out and some of the flooring. I've got all the metal stripped out around the sides, and I gave you a tour of the prison toilet. I think that's enough work for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to get back to tearing out some of this floor, and I still need to conquer the heaters and air conditioners by tracing the lines back to the engine compartment and looping them so they still flow out of the engine and back in, but they just don't come all the way back here and heat and cool the bus, at least for now. I do need to figure out what to do with the Freon lines, or the whatever it is. Maybe it's not Freon now, but whatever it is for the air conditioners. I don't think I can just cut those lines. I'm gonna have to read about that on the internet. Don't worry, GoPro. I'll come back for you.